What happens when you take one of the fastest, most thrilling circuits in motorsport history and cut it in half? Well, in this video we're going to take you to the heart of the Styrian hills in Austria to uncover the evolution of one of Formula One's most dramatic venues, the Red Bull Ring. From the glorious Osterreichring to its current incarnation, this track has witnessed legendary moments, heartbreaking controversies, and one of the most radical redesigns in F1 history. Our story begins in 1969 with the creation of the Österreichring, a sweeping, high-speed circuit carved into the hills near Zeltweg in Austria. Built to replace the dangerous and outdated Zeltweg Airfield Circuit, the new track quickly gained a reputation as one of the most exciting and challenging circuits on the calendar. With fast corners like Hella-Licht and the heavy braking zones at the Bosch Curved and its flowing elevation changes, the Österreichring became a driver favourite. Long straights, wide curves and a natural rhythm gave it a sense of speed and freedom that modern circuits rarely match. But with that speed came danger. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, the Österreichring delivered breathtaking racing, but its high-speed layout came with minimal runoff and little margin for error. In 1987, after massive pile-up at the start and growing concerns from teams and drivers, Formula One dropped the Austrian Grand Prix from the calendar altogether. The beloved track had become just too risky for modern standards. In 1990, the Österreichring was reborn, but not without sacrifice. Backed by Austrian telecom sponsor A1, the circuit was reimagined by Hermann Tilke into a more compact, safety-conscious layout. The result? The A1 ring, just 4.3 kilometres long with a vastly different character. Whilst the redesign allowed for better overtaking and safety measures, it came at the cost of the original circuit's soul. Iconic high-speed corners were gone, replaced by slower, tighter turns. Still, the A1 ring managed to keep Austria on the calendar from 1997 through to 2003. Part of the old Österreichring still exists, so long as you know where to look for it. The Westschleife, the now abandoned section of the track, climbs uphill through the forest, and whilst it's no longer in use for racing, it certainly hasn't been forgotten. Today it's used for material storage, and on the site of the old Hella-Licht corner, there's now a karting track. It's a living memory of the circuit's former glory. In 2004, the site was purchased by Red Bull boss Dietrich Mateschitz, who had ambitious plans to transform the venue into a state-of-the-art motorsport and technology centre. Shortly after the acquisition, parts of the A1 ring were demolished to make way for major redevelopment. However, the project soon ran into serious legal and environmental complications, bringing all the construction to a halt. For years, the future of the circuit remained uncertain. At one point, it seemed like the track might never reopen again. Eventually, the local government intervened, ordering the reconstruction of the circuit, but only in the existing A1 layout. That meant all of the proposed extensions into the abandoned Westschleife section had to be abandoned once again. Over overcoming these hurdles, the track was finally rebuilt and reopened in 2011 under the new name, the Red Bull Ring. F1 made its long-awaited return in 2014, restoring Austria's place back on the F1 calendar again. Despite its relatively short modern layout, the Red Bull Ring has delivered plenty of drama over the years. In 1999, Mika Häkkinen was punted off on the first lap by teammate David Coulthard, but stormed through from the back to finish third in a brilliant recovery drive. In 2002, one of F1's most controversial moments occurred here of all time when Ferrari ordered race leader Rubens Barrichello to let Michael Schumacher pass. Barrichello initially refused, but eventually let Michael Schumacher pass just a few metres before the finishing line. The resulting podium awkwardness led to rule changes banning team orders, at least temporarily anyway. In 2016, Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg collided on the final lap in a dramatic clash that added even more fuel to their intense rivalry. And in 2020, after the COVID-19 pandemic delayed the season, Austria hosted not one but two back-to-back Grand Prix, helping kickstart the revised F1 calendar and pretty much bring sport back into the global eye again, following the pandemic's pause. The Red Bull Ring may have been one of the most shortest tracks on the calendar, but it's far from easy. With just 10 corners, it blends fast straights, sharp braking zones and dramatic elevation changes. Turn 3 in particular remains a key overtaking point with its uphill braking, and Turn 6, a sweeping downhill left-hander, adds excitement and challenge to the middle sector. While some corners have been criticised for being too slow, the layout continues to offer exciting wheel-to-wheel battles, especially with modern cars and DRS. The Red Bull Ring is a tale of transformation really, from its majestic Österreichring to the modern Grand Prix staple. Though half of the original layout is now gone, its spirit lives on through the hills, the fans and the memories left behind in the forest. If you enjoyed this look into one of F1's most historic venues, give this video a like and subscribe to the Circuits of the Past YouTube channel. Here we explore forgotten corners and iconic circuits that shaped motorsport history. If you want to go even deeper, there's a website called circuitsofthepast.com where you can download a free ebook about 7 abandoned circuits you can still visit today. Thank you so much for watching, hope to see you in the next video.